Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm Darla. Welcome to your higher vibe. I have a message today from the angels written on notes, just as I do. I've done this since I was in high school, really, since I was a teenager. I'll just get a message and I'll just write it down on whatever I have. So I have this bucket full of stuff. But welcome. Thanks for being here. Today's video really touches really close to my heart. And all of our hearts. I don't know anybody whose heart it doesn't touch. But let me just get into the message, and then I'll explain to you why I've had such a block in doing this video, and kind of just what I've experienced, and some messages. So, some souls that have passed are stuck in 4D due to their own desire to not want to leave, or a living one's desire for them not to leave, and it's actually hurting both of you at this point in time, and it's time to let go. Those who have passed need you to act like the living, and those who have passed need to feel peace and wholeheartedness. Once free, souls can go where they please, but honoring their soul's mission is our first priority. Can you hear me past the planes? This is a really public area. There's planes, trains, and automobiles, literally, and boats. Maybe there's a river behind me. You can't really see it right now, though. I didn't want to walk down there because it didn't look safe. It looked like a treacherous path down and back up, and I thought, nah. So here I am. But I think I know you know what I'm talking about here. So once free, souls can go where they truly please, but honoring their soul's mission is our first priority. So for some souls, it's time to allow in this space of oneness to invite all the souls that have passed to come and perch on my tree, my spirit lodge. It's actually a tree. This is where I'm going to kind of toss these notes. And I'm going to wait for this train to pass. Okay, so I knew that train was going to be a long one. I just had to set up the space here. So about 10 years ago, I lose track of time, but about 10 years ago, I took a channeling course that just amplified my already psychic abilities. And what it did was open doors to my past life self. And suddenly, I was like a medium. I could really hear the people that had passed on really well. That train. God bless the trains. They built America, right? So in the beginning I was like, oh wow, this is really neat. I was just learning how to qualify my guides. I was just learning how to channel correctly, and there's a wrong and a right way. And the part that didn't freak me out really is this. Well, it didn't freak me out. I'm going to tell you what freaked me out. And I'm freaking out just kind of thinking about it. So I'm stuttering in my words. I apologize about that. But I'm going to try to let this flow. So I'm in meditation. And suddenly this being comes to me. And dressed in some kind of spacesuit armor or whatever. And I was like, oh wow, this is great. Somebody's coming to see me. This is not me asking for a guide. This is not me qualifying a guide. This is just something coming. This is a learning experience. So I was thinking, oh wow, this is really neat, I'm being visited. So I waited for the introduction, and it just seemed like it went on forever, I'm so-and-so. I wish I could remember exactly what he said, but something, from the lost galaxy of the fifth dimension of the light world, Zoom bar, and And then at the end he finished with something like real Star Trek-y, like into the last frontier, and I was like, wait a minute, and I look, and it was actually Robin Williams, and just laughing and poking fun, and then of course he leaves. It taught me a lesson that, you know, you always want to qualify your guides. Don't get caught up in like the ego, like, oh wow, something's coming to see me. Yeah, a lot of things will come and try to see you. Always qualify the highest, best, most divine. So that's what I was doing a moment ago when I was waiting for the train that's never ending. And I really hope y'all can hear me, because I don't want to make this video again. So, I will though if I have to. So then, I don't know if that happened after or before, probably about the same time, but I was also dealing with like my past life self, and he wasn't very happy. I had to get him to smile, but I was trying to make a healing video through the vibration of my voice, and I'm not going to try that actually, but I still might do some types of videos definitely with some music involved. But so Whitney Houston came, and I was like, oh wow, Whitney's here. You know, she wants to teach me how to, thank goodness that train's gone. She wants to teach me how to sing better. So she's like, you know, sit up, you know, open your throat, you know, get it going. And suddenly, like, she tries to jump into my body. And my channeling teacher just taught us, don't ever let anything jump into your body. But she jumped with such a force, and it was so unexpected. It literally took everything I had to stop her from jumping in my body. And it freaked me out. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you know, like, oh, and just when I had a chance to catch my breath, she did it again. She did it twice. And, you know, her message was just like so, like, not very love-filled. Just, I'm so sorry, and just really like pouring over herself. Like, I can't believe I did that. I wish I wouldn't have done that, and da-da-da. I wish I had my body back. And I'm like, bitch, you know, I hate to say that, but yeah, twice, guys, with a vengeance. So, I said, you know, I don't have your voice, I don't have your butt. Just, you're not going to be happy. But, you know, she would be happy in anybody, so I'm including that in here for other mediums out there. Maybe you guys put a big wall up to being a medium as well because of something that happened to you like that. And I literally blocked it out of my memory because it was so traumatic for me. So this last week, I've been having to deal with this. Like, okay, I really want to make this video, and and it's really in celebration and honor of those who have past lives, you know, because, you know, they have places to go, especially if it was really abrupt. And I wouldn't say they're even stuck, but they're just more like lost without direction. So there's a lot of us that go in and we pass the souls off, you know, with the angels to go like where they need to go. Personally, my spirit lodge is like a tree. It is a tree, and it has the canopy is like tons of places for them to rest and perch, you know, until they're ready to move on to their soul's journey, you know, away from this life and into the next mission. So I haven't really done that publicly ever, and I know there's a lot of people that just do that in private, but we're going to do like a really big sweep today, and it's going to be a lot like that train going by, because when you're used to a noise and it's going on forever and ever, when it suddenly stops, it feels really quiet suddenly. So I'm hoping that after we invite all these souls to come and go with the angels, that it'll be a lot quieter. I just want to do a huge sweep. I don't know exactly what that looks like. I'm leaving that up to the highest, best, most loving guides and angels, of course, but with that being said, what I've done instead, as I dissolve this wall, you know, she's not there anymore, freaking me out. I've created a space where they can come and say a message of love and only love before they move on. So that's what I was going to try to attempt at the end of this. The last time when I was practicing for this video, a gentleman came through, and you know, and this soul, you know, he passed away in the 70s, so that's what I'm talking about. You know, you just know if this resonates with you or not. Some of them have been here for a really long time, and you know, once they've moved on to their next soul mission and they've got it going, they got their direction, you know, then it's healthy to come back and say hi and leave feathers and, you know, leave those little messages that you get all the time that your loved ones are near. That's very healthy. That's not what I'm talking about, really. I think you know what I'm talking about. It's like when you're just hanging on so tight, and you know, to the point where, you know, the living is not acting like the living and the dead's not acting like the dead, you know, and it's time to let go. It is. So I'm just going to take a moment to just take a deep breath and just get that message again. And there was 2 other messages too, so I don't want those to fall on the wayside, so I'm going to go ahead and share those and probably end this video. And then my next video, I do want to go in and share more messages as we pass them along, because I think this is going to be progressive. You know, it's not going to be something that's going to be like one huge sweep like I was saying. It's going to be something that's done more in a series, I suppose. So with that being said, I think his name is Jerome, and you know, he sits there on the couch. It almost looks like the couch from Good Times, to be honest with you. And he's got his plaid suit on, and he's looking good, looking sharp, butterfly collars, and he's fixing them. And he says, "It's all in the science. You got to use your scientific minds. That's what's going to keep society together." That's his message. I love that message, actually. I think that's a great message. I don't do it well. I don't do it like he does it, but thank you so much for that beautiful message. We'll use our scientific minds. And then another message. She comes through as like an ant figure. Another J. I want to say like Jill, Jerry, something like that. Oh, here comes an airplane. Yay. And that's actually appropriate for this message because she's holding her hand out and she has like this rock, what looks like something petrified, and it's like black with like different specks in it, and she's telling you that you have a meteorite. One of you has found a rock. You think it's just a rock and it's just sitting there, but it's actually an extremely valuable meteorite. So that was the message that she had. And much love to you. Thank you for that message of love. And thanks for not trying to jump in my body. You know, I guess any of them could at any point, but like I said, I've created this space where I feel safe. So, you know, the fear is gone so I can hear the message. You know, the threat's not really gone, but if I can fight off Whitney Houston, I can fight off anybody, because I think that woman had a higher, like, will and power than anything out there. That woman, I'm a fan, don't get me wrong, I love her. She says that her favorite time in her life was when she did, "Ooh, I wanna dance with somebody." Anyway, I won't do that again, but you know the song. Love that song. My son loves that song too. And then the other message was from somebody, and he says, "Please, man, why you with that girl?" He doesn't like your girlfriend. "Please, man." You say you know his dialect. I'm not doing it any justice. "Please, man. Please, man. Why you with that girl?" Anyway, those are the messages for today, and I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And before you go, I want to tell you I love you. But most importantly, love yourselves. Have a great day. Bye. Bye for now.